What's up guys, and welcome to the vlog. As you can see by the title, there was a little bit of BS that was spun in the last video, and I figured I'd just bring out the truth. Basically, I started the car with a whole set, with a big red whole set turbo that is over here, right? The car did start, so I managed to get the whole set on. I did it all by myself, and one thing I left out of the video, I guess it's not so much bullshit, it's just what I wanted really is every flippin' video that I've made in the last, I don't know, 6 months, there's always been either one, an issue, two, there's been some sort of drama where one of my kids are sick, or you know, something that's always been holding me back. And I didn't want to end this video with bad vibes, and that's really it. I didn't want to end the video like that. And what happened is the car started, you guys heard it in the video. However, there were two issues. One, the manifold was glowing red hot again, and I was very bleak about that, and I left it out of the video, left it out of the edit. It was also smoking. A little bit of smoke coming out there, I don't know what's going on. So there was smoke coming around the manifold, and it was coming out of the turbo side. Anyway, and out the exhaust, a lot out the exhaust. The other thing is my idle was at about 2k RPM, and anyway, I didn't mention any of this in the video because I got the car running, I had the turbo on. There's a little bit of an exhaust leak as well. That's the third thing that was an issue. However, I'm filming this now because one, I wanted to bring up the truth, and there were issues. It wasn't all happiness in the previous video, but I've managed to fix most of them. The other issue that I had is that I couldn't flippin' rev the thing again. I had that same rev issue, except it was slightly higher up in the rev range. Now in the previous video I did manage to rev the car quite high, but there was a trick to that, and it's always been that way for the last couple, I don't know, over a year with the single turbo story, is that I used to have that 2.5-3k RPM issue where I couldn't rev. And this now became like a 3.5k, and I couldn't rev. But if you do it when the car's cold, you can rev. It's when it warms up you can't. I fixed that though, for real. I fixed the glowing manifold, fixed the idle, and I can rev. Now, what did I do? I had a long chat with Baytech. Hello! Gavin. We've been back and forth for like 2 years now on YouTube, and it really came down to tune. So one, vacuum was an issue, and I knew that was an issue because I left this vacuum off when we were doing the filming because I didn't have this pipe work in place, and I figured it wouldn't be a problem because there was a map sensor. I didn't know it was just going to shoot the RPM all the way up. So that was me being stupid. The issue with the manifold is that it was running insanely rich. So I was getting, now I did film some of this, and like pretty much everything was done off cam. So I've been in and out for the last 3 days, starting the car up, annoying the neighbors with the car. It's very loud, and I do feel bad, but I need to get the car running, and it's running now, which is great. So I didn't film all of it, but what I did manage to capture is my IFRs were incredibly rich low down. And what I did was, with the help of Gavin, he taught me a couple things, and I started making some changes on the map, and we brought the fuel trim down on the base map, specifically in the low ranges where there's no boost and whatnot. So I threw the map watch on, and I was able to see on the Apex Power FC software, or FC Edit, that it was showing which cells were being targeted when I blipped the accelerator. And I then decreased the fuel, or first of all I decreased the fuel on idle because it started popping up everything there, and I decreased the fuel, and it was like 11 AFR, and I decreased that. It was just too rich, and now I'm happy at about 13. So my idle's slightly lumpy. Baytech has helped me out, or Gavin has helped me out with one of his maps. So I do have split timing now, and I've got a few added extras, and one of them was changing the fuel. I'm still running the stock fuel pressure regulator. I'm still running the stock injectors, primary and secondary stock fuel pump. I don't even have the resistor mod done. I've still got the resistor in the back. Anyway, it was just running pig rich at idle. And remember, I'm missing a lot of solenoids now. I've taken out a lot of stuff that was used for emissions control and all that, so it would have been leaner on the twin turbo setup, on idle that is. And now all that crap is out, and it was running pig rich. So we decreased that, and my manifold stopped glowing. At one stage I hit under 11. It was like 10.8, 10.9, 10.8, 10.9. I might be on, I might have caught on camera. And then it also went up to about 11.8. And then my manifold stopped glowing. It was just cooking inside there. Plus that coupled with the high RPMs. Yeah, so those two are sorted. The other issue was when I was hitting that rev barrier at 3.5, 3K-ish, my AFRs were going, leaning out to 17.5, 18. It was not good at all, so there was just not enough fuel. And I found those cells with the map watch again, and I was logging everything, and I just chucked a bit more fuel at it across the range. Obviously I'm not targeting any boost right now, being parked in the garage, so everything is, I think the right terminology for it is all closed loop. And I threw more fuel at those ranges that I was targeting. I did it slowly. I managed to get the car up to about 5K, and then I started chucking more fuel, and then I could rev up to 8K freely, and it sounds amazing. And I didn't take my camera then, but it's working. And I figured out that it's just tune at the end of the day. It's just the damn tune. Now, that being said, there was that little bit of BS in the previous video where everything was hunky-dory. It wasn't. And what went through my head is that I should sell this car. And it really did go through my head. I actually, for the first time, I went to my wife, and this is for the first time since being married and having a family, I actually said to her, I want to sell one of these JDM cars. This one, the silver RX-7, because I cannot get it right. And I told her, I think I'm stupid. And I said that to her, I think I'm dumb, I can't fix the car. I've had some other people help me, but everybody's been remote helping me, and it's difficult, and I appreciate everybody's help. Jason in Sweden, Jason in the UK, we haven't spoken a lot, Gavin, Batek, I mean, guys, I appreciate every single little bit of help that you've given me over the months and the years. Actually, it's been off the road for over 2 years now, and it is coming to an end where I can now drive it. That 2.5, 3K issue, that driving, it would have been an issue if I wanted to get onto the road, because the car just buck and bang and whatnot. And I'd be able to battle to get up hills. Now I can do that. So now I'm buttoning the car up because I want to get on the road. We're legit gonna get on the road. Now I've been sorting out my boost piping. I'm almost done. Oh, and forgot to mention that I had that solenoid, that relay that I ran at the back for the coil pack. I pulled all that off, and the car is running beautifully without it. So I'm stoked about that. The other thing is I needed to get new pipework. Now the old pipework was here, excuse the mess, 76 mil to 76 mil 90-degree bend. Now this is now 63 mil. Oh sorry, that was for the other side. The other one is, this is the old one. See, that's 52 mil to 76. And now this is bigger, this is 63 to 76. I need to trim it down here so it sits more down. So this will come down in line with here almost. Yeah. Anyway, you get the idea. I need to fix that. I still have an exhaust leak, and I think it's coming from downpipe side over here somewhere. So I'll sort that out before I get on the road. And then this side was also a 63. This wasn't sitting happy. I had this piece like that, and I couldn't get the clamp around here, and it was kind of sitting like on this side of the pipe instead of on that side of the pipe, and it wasn't pretty at all. So now I've got that nice 63 76 mil bend. Need to button everything up. I started throwing clamps on. My fans work, both fans work. I do have some video footage of that. My list, my clamps, I need to just sort out my clamps. Neaten relay, I'm actually going to pull the whole relay out. Gold tape on the LIM is done. My HKS EBC, I am going to throw in this one with a display. I have a display here somewhere. Eek. Found it. Okay, I'm going to throw that one in. I've got so much stuff coming from Japan. It's actually insane. I've been waiting for months now, but there's so much stuff coming. And it's just going to fill this whole area up with Japanese crap, gauges, boost controllers, blah blah blah. I've got like 4 boost controllers on the way. Yes, last bit of the update. I know this is a bit of a ramble video. Last bit of the update, I pulled out the solenoid. It was sitting at the bottom there taking up space. That is the fuel purge control valve that kind of takes air away from the fuel tank. I've got it venting at the moment. There's the charcoal canister and all that stuff. See that at the bottom there? I'm going to block it off. People say on the forum you need it for emissions control. I don't have emission issues here. And whatever, it's just going to work. I mean, I spoke to Baytech about it. It's fine. Just do it. So cut this, shorten this, then I can close my bonnet, put all that goodness back on, but clean up. I've got another AST arriving. That's the stock one. That's been chilling there, and I don't like the positioning. So I've got another AST coming. That's about it. That's about it. Buttoning everything down, and I'm going to get it on the road. My RX-7 is now looking good. It's looking better. And I really am stoked now. I really am happy. So to everyone that's helped, like I mentioned a few names, and if anybody else that I've forgotten, I'm sorry. But thank you so much for all the assistance. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.